flag on the PAT.
Illegal formation. Number 98 was covering the center. The 5-yard penalty to be added at the kickoff. Try is good.
How come you're just assuming? I want to go for 2. You got to look at me. I said look at me. 2 there. 1.
We're going for 2, boys. And they are able to convert.
You know what they say about people who assume, right? Right? Pete Morelli. What an idiot. What a dingbat. What an embarrassment of an officiating crew last night. But you know what? It's okay. Because the Eagles, they have this guy. And this guy has thrown 7 touchdowns in less than a week. Less than a week. He has vaulted himself into the MVP discussion. So the Eagles, they beat the Panthers and the refs last night. 28-23. Let's get to the highlights. The box score for Carson Wentz may not look great, 16 of 30, 222 yards, but 3 touchdowns. And he was under constant heavy duress throughout the entire night. 4 of 10 for 67 yards on 3rd down, so his 3rd down conversion rate went down a little bit. But still completed a 3rd and 11, and a 3rd and 16, which you're about to see right here. So this is unbelievable. Pocket presence, toughness, and the elusiveness to step up and hit Mac Hollins to move the chains. 20-yard reception for the Mac truck. Oh, look at that. Steps up beautifully right before he takes the hit. He embraced the hit, and then 1 snap later, he flips a beautiful ball down the left sideline to Alshon Jeffrey, right into his lap. Beautiful throw from Ginger Jesus. All right, so this play here, this is what makes Wentz different than other quarterbacks. No, he did not pick up the 1st down here, but look at this. So a roll to the right, perfectly covered. You can see Carolina has that play pretty well defended, and Wentz is still able to barrel almost for a 1st down there. You start running Blunt a little bit more, well, guess what? That opens up the play action. Bootleg to the left, and a beautiful throw on the run to Marcus Johnson. And one last play here. So 3rd and 11 has to maneuver slightly to the right and hits Jeffrey for the completion, corrals the low ball. One lesson that Wentz got out of this game. Sometimes you don't want to stare at Zach Ertz all the time in 3rd and 7. Nobody was covering Nelson Aguilar in the slot. Got to make that read. But you know what? It's okay. Because the defense stepped up. Nigel Bradham stepped up. 3rd and 1. Tip pass. Forces a 4th down. And on this play, Cam Newton throws it low to Christian McCaffrey. And it seals the Eagles' 28-23 victory against the Panthers. And speaking of this defense, Fletcher Cox activated, and he was causing major disruptions. Deep penetration into the backfield. Completely bulldozes over Trey Turner. Rasul Douglas, his 2nd interception of the season. Had a half a sack late in the 1st half to take the Panthers out of field goal range. So Cox and Brandon Graham converge for the sack, and the Panthers don't score before the half. And what about the toughness of Nigel Bradham? 3rd and 9. The tackle on Ed Dixon injures himself, but he does come back into the game. 3rd and goal. Here's Bradham again. Great close and tackle on Christian McCaffrey. The elusive Christian McCaffrey holds him short of the goal line. 3rd and 9 earlier in the game. Tip pass. He was everywhere. It was 10-10 at the break. But the Eagles, a perfect start to the 2nd half. It's Vinnie Curry down the line in run defense. On 1st down. 2nd and 12. Fletcher Cox. Deep penetration. Completely bulldozes Trey Turner again. Forces Newton slightly to his left. And it's Malcolm Jenkins with the pass breakup. 3rd and 12. Patrick Robinson drops 3 easy interceptions against the Cardinals, but then comes down with that one. Who would have thought? And then it's Carson Wentz, Ginger Jesus, the MVP candidate, going to work. hitting Zach Ertz down the seam for a 17-yard touchdown. And no, the Eagles are not going for one. The Panthers had a penalty on the point after try, so the Eagles are going for two. And it's LeGarrette Blount plunging in from a yard out. I love going for two here. You have a great offensive line. You have a punishing running back. You should be able to get that 80 to 90% of the time. We move on to the start of the fourth, and it's Wentz's third touchdown of the night. It's to Nelson Aguilar. His rebirth continues. 4 receptions for 55 yards. And that was the play where Wentz got protected very well. And when he was protected, he picked the Panthers apart. 13 to 21 for 179 yards and 3 scores. The Panthers whittled the deficit to 28-23 on their ensuing possession. This play was unbelievable for Cam to leap and stretch that ball around the pylon. I honestly thought he scored on that play. And then the touchdown to McCaffrey a play later. But the difference in this one, Wentz outdueled Cam. Wentz threw 3 touchdowns. Cam threw 3 picks. All right, moving back earlier on the proceedings, we saw the interception by Rasul Douglas. That set up the Eagles at the 12-yard line. It took them 7 tries to get in from the 12. But they convert this 4th and 1 here after Blount was stopped short on a 3rd and 3. Wentz remains perfect on all of his quarterback sneaks this season. And finally, the Eagles cap off the drive on a 3rd and goal when Wentz hits his main man, Zach Ertz, from a yard out. That was one of his 2 touchdowns. Pete Morelli should never call an NFL game again. What a dingbat. 10 penalties for 126 yards. First time in NFL history that one team had over 120 penalty yards and the other had less than 10. And this call right here I thought was the worst. LeGarrette Blount got called for a penalty because he pancaked a guy. Look at this. This is a beautiful block. And he got flagged. Alshon Jeffrey, 4 receptions for 70 yards. But this play right here, got to come down with this football. Sure, you could say there's a little contact there. Okay, whatever. Not an excuse. You're getting paid to make these 50-50 catches. You're getting paid to be physical at the catch point. Make the play. Eagles run defense. Dominated. 13 carries for 1 single yard by the Panther running backs. Cam Newton did carry the ball 11 times for 71 yards. But overall, this front 7 of the Birds, they dominated. 3rd and 2. Jonathan Stewart is stuffed. Derek Barnett registered his first career sack. So he actually got blocked well on this play by Matt Khalil. But hustle and motor and relentlessness got him this sack. Jalen Mills. What a tackle here. So Kelvin Benjamin has like 40 pounds on him. 3rd and 4. And Mills brings him down short of the sticks. Kelvin Benjamin still had his way. 9 receptions for 99 yards. But Mills held his own. LeGarrette Blount, 14 carries for 66 yards. Once Luke Kuechly went down, yes, it did open up things for the bowling ball. But you know what? It's not like the Eagles didn't have to deal with injuries either. My complaint for Doug Peterson out of this game is this. I thought Big V should have gotten more help. The fact that he's on an island against Julius Peppers is a joke. Should have been more max protection, more help for him, but that's just me. I thought it was hilarious how salty the Panthers were after the game. They tried blaming the loss on Luke Kuechly. Ha! Yeah! Ha! It's not like the refs aided them. It's not like the Eagles didn't go through injuries themselves. Jordan Hicks, Nigel Bradham went down temporarily. Chris Maragos is lost with a torn ACL. Matt Collins was down for a little bit. I don't want to hear it, Carolina. I don't want to hear the excuses. Enough!